Welcome to Mom Break 30. 30 days of workouts specifically designed for moms to be able to do in any location and with any number of distractions.
Welcome back. Hello. Yeah. We've got a nice workout for you today. It's pretty challenging. We are focusing today on only 3 different movements for an AMRAP style workout.
So Jenna actually told me just now that she's done this at home before by herself and it's actually challenging. So
It is.
And, I mean, she's pretty jacked. So we don't go easy just because you're a mom.
And actually my son wandered in when I was doing this one, so I ended up doing some of the exercises with him on my lap, and it made for lots of laughs, but significantly more challenging. So if it happens, you can still do it, you just have to be creative.
I feel like that's the story of motherhood.
Yeah.
Harder, but still amazing.
Yeah, you didn't want to participate, you just wanted to act as a weight, which is a metaphor for life with a child. So we mentioned before that we were doing an AMRAP style workout. So that means as many reps as possible, and we're looking at 2 minutes for each movement.
See how much I can distract you.
The 3 movements we're working with today, the first one is a burpee. So it's the hardest one, but you get it over with first. The second movement is a tricep dip, either from a chair, couch, or bench, depending on the furniture you have. Bathtub.
Of course,
Yeah.
Opposed to this whole workout in the bath.
You could do the whole workout in the bath if you have a big enough bathtub and there's not water on the ground.
Not in the bath.
Yeah,
while the kids and you're outside just working out.
As long as it's not slippery, because for the burpees you might
Disclosure. Don't hurt yourself. Don't
lay down towels or wear shoes. Yeah. And the third exercise is full range of motion sit-up. This time we're going to keep our hands by our side, so you're not using any momentum to get yourself all the way up. So the first exercise is a burpee. So Erica's jumping to the sky, chest and thighs all the way to the ground, popping all the way back in. Option to walk this out if you need to go slower.
So
Up, tap down, walk out, knees to the ground, lower down, chest to the ground, push up. Good. Walk yourself in. Yep. Or a hop. Yeah. And then reach up.
What if you're pregnant for this one?
So a really good option if you're pregnant is to do it from a chair. So yeah. So you're gonna just essentially eliminate. I'll hold this down. So eliminate the push-up position and just walk it out, walk it in, and then come up. Now obviously the lower the chair or the lower the surface, the harder it becomes. But as your belly grows, you might want to modify, because we both know that cardio is the hardest thing to do usually when you're pregnant. And so walking it out and doing it from a higher surface is not a bad thing. You're still doing a burpee, it's just a scaled, modified version.
And to be honest, if you're like really pregnant, this is harder when you're super pregnant than a real burpee for me right now.
So the second exercise is a tricep dip. So Erica is just going to come to the edge of her chair and she's going to dip back 90-degree angle with her arms and then push all the way back up. To make this harder, she would extend her legs straight. To make it easier, she would walk her feet in. Or if you're like me and have an eager toddler, you could place your toddler on your lap and then continue to try and be nice.
That would be really hard.
It was very challenging.
Imagine I'd probably get hit in the face.
Yeah, I wasn't, but it was hard.
I was a nicer toddler.
Argue, disagree. I feel like both of our toddlers are equally as terrifying.
Busy.
Yeah, busy. The third exercise is a full range sit-up. So Erica's going to bring her legs all the way out straight, arms by her side, and using those core muscles, she's gonna come all the way up and try and touch her toes. Yep, good, without kicking her legs or pulsing them out for momentum. Tap your hands to the ground and come all the way back up. And the faster you go with these, the more challenging they become. The only modification I would offer for this is if you have had a severe abdominal separation post-pregnancy, you might want to consider doing just pull-ups, reaching to your knees, so coming up, reaching up, and then down. So anything full range of motion with a huge abdominal separation is not usually encouraged until those abdominals start to strengthen and tighten back up.
What about if you are pregnant trying to do this one? Because I know there's certain things you can't do for your abdomen.
Yeah, I would, if you're past the second trimester point and you're having some swelling in the belly, I would just go ahead and move forward and not do it and focus on something just like a plank. Okay. As long as that feels comfortable.
So plank is always a good option as an ab workout when you're pregnant if you can't do some of these workouts.
Yeah, and a plank, even 20 seconds, time it for 2 minutes, but 20 seconds, take breaks as you need to, or doing it from your knees is an option. Any crunching while you're pregnant, once you develop some swelling and you can feel that, you don't really need to be doing the abdominal work anymore. loving just dragging you down. I'm just kidding.
That's so bullying. Best thing ever.
Yay. Is that too much?
No.
Okay. We're looking at 2 minutes for each movement.
See how much I can distract you.
Full range sit up. We need to redo that because that's not the right order. Mystery.
Toe touch.
Toe touch.
I can't feel my hands.
I can't feel my face when I... Okay.